what is one message that you would like the world to know or the people watching?
I would say the one message that has worked for me, I don't know if it'll work for everyone, but it's to live feelingly.
So I've been sitting on this train station the entire night because initially the train should arrive 2 a.m. in the morning or depart, but it got delayed like 5 hours and now it will depart 7 a.m. So I've been sleeping or sitting on this bench the whole night. I'm tired. I got this red banana. I've never seen one. I've never tried. So let's try. Looks like a normal banana. It smells normal. Yeah. It tastes like a normal banana, but it's a lot thicker, a lot more dense, really sweet. We arrived at our destination, GaiaGrid, which is like a really remote place in the mountains of Kerala in India, and it is a self-sustainable organic farm. Right now it's a little dry, so the fruits will not be enough to feed us through the day, so we have to get some foods from the market. But this place, I will show you around. This is the place where I will be staying for the next days, and I get some work done and explore and chill. Yes, it's in the middle of nowhere, off the grid. What does GaiaGrid mean?
GaiaGrid came up almost spontaneously. I was thinking of names, and I was born and raised in India, and I have nothing to do with Gaia, essentially, which is a Greek goddess, and she's a goddess of, she's essentially Mother Nature. And I really liked that description of Gaia, that you don't have to shun things, you can embrace everything, and the interplay of animate, inanimate, of what we consider bad and good is what embodies Gaia.
So as I came here, I asked Harsh if they have a fire pit, and he said not really. So right now we are building a new fire pit in this area. So I cleared out the leaves, and now I will clear out the stones, and then we're gonna make it flat, take out the trees, and then we're gonna dig fire pit.
Everyone, including me, that has set foot on this land, it is by uncoincidence, and it is kind of, it unfolds over time. And I was telling this to Amelia, that many people who have left have written to me after months, maybe years, saying, "Oh, I now realize why I was there," and some connection happens, some sort of synchronicity happens. So it's always like that. Yeah.
Cleared out all the space from all the leaves and stones and like most of the greenery, like weeds. Found a lot of ginger while doing that. Lots of ginger. And so we are going to make the fire pits in the middle, back here. And we first gonna remove the papaya trees. And before removing, we made like small trenches and water them so we can pull them out more easily. And then we have like all of the space to make a nice fire pit area. And let's see how it will turn out at the end. We are trying to find the water stream. There can be wild animals here, even elephants. So there are apparently some elephants roaming around this area. We found the stream. There's baby goats.
One of the most magical moments I've had on the land was during COVID, during the lockdown.
Okay.
And I was not hosting people. And I think I really find magic in the mundane. I feel like nothing special has to happen for magic to be found, right?
Yeah.
And I think during COVID, what happened is for 6 months, I had not hosted people. And what happens when you live in solitude for that long is your brain just observes things longer and deeper.
Yeah.
And so I remember I just woke up one day, and it was not a magical moment, but the whole day was like that. I woke up and I felt intoxicated. I felt like I was high on something.
Wow.
And I walked around the land, everything, every little sapling, every tree, the clouds, the insects on the ground, they were so like 3D,
Yeah.
when I look at them, it was almost like they were interacting back with me. And the whole day was like that. The whole day walking around. If I see any bird, I'd be like, oh, I wish that bird just landed. Oh, it did. It landed on the branch, and we are now staring at each other. And so that dialogue with Gaia became really amplified on that one day. And I feel like I've had fleeting moments of those, but I feel like this was one of the most magical things where Gaia really opened up to me. It's like staring into someone's eyes. And so it's like Gaia was staring at me, but in a very benevolent, kind way. So,
This morning, we took out the little papaya trees to have this space for the fire pit, and we planted them over here. So there's one, there's one here, there. Yeah, so first digging the 4 holes, then digging out the trees, and then moving them. Yeah, it was pretty tough. Now, let's get breakfast. What is one message that you would like the world to know, or the people watching?
I would say the one message that has worked for me, I don't know if it'll work for everyone, but it's to live feelingly. And I feel that often what happens is we either live per a dogma, so a belief, or we live according to the school of science. So there's there's these compartments that we use, and I think it serves people, obviously, that's why they choose their compartment. However, I have realized that for this kind of life especially, feeling your compass will never lead you off your course. And I feel like at the end of the day, what makes you human is how you feel towards the planet and how you feel towards the people around you. And if you're using that as your marker, then you'll constantly keep experiencing things that add life to you and that add life to people around you. And so I would say, yeah, live feelingly.
Around the fire pit.
And if I had to increase or add to it, I would say live feelingly in the moment. Because so much of our conversation when we meet people is about the past, of how amazing the past was, or let's plan for the future. And so, yeah, live feelingly in the moment.
So we're preparing the fire for tomorrow. Tomorrow's full moon. And we are going to make a big fire on full moon. And now I'm preparing the wood. Yeah, I had to sacrifice one of my crocs for chopping the wood. Yeah, so now there's only one croc I can put in sports mode. Yeah. So we set up the fire with woods. And we are going to light it up now.
Do you have something to sacrifice to the fire?
Yes, I think I have something.
I'll bring mine.
Oh, you mean like throw it into the fire? Ah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What could that be, for example?
It could be a piece of your hair. But if I'm trying to let go of something within me, I usually sacrifice a part of my body. So nail, hair, something like that. So like, let's say, for example, I'm gonna give up my addiction to the internet. So it's in me.
Okay.
I'm letting go of that. If it's another person, it's something belonging to them.
Okay, I see. Alright then. I think I know. Very nice.
The one rule of bonfires is that the smoke comes wherever you're sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always like
thinking the
that.
same because the smoke came to me.
But it's good for the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
It is Sunday on GaiaGrid. We did a nice fire yesterday at the fire pit that we built all this time at full moon. It was really nice. Really special evening. And yeah, then we had a nice dip in the pool. I will show you the pool. I'm going to dip in it right now. And yeah, so it's like 3 more days here. And after this, I will go to the Vipassana meditation for 10 days. 10 days meditation, no phone, no books, no writing, nothing. Just sitting all day. will be interesting. This is the pool. I will take a dip. I'll just get a towel. But yeah, this place has been very special. If you ever want to visit this place, GaiaGrid, GAIA Grid on Instagram, and you can just text or DM Harsh, that is the guy who built up all this place with the help of lots of volunteers. It is very, very special and beautiful to be here. So I can recommend it for everyone to try it. Volunteer, you can work, you can chill, you can explore, and just live in the mountains of India, Kerala, with not much around, with a peaceful place. Let's get in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, so you've been here for 7 years,
Yes.
8 years
Yeah.
now going. What is your vision with this place, or where do you want to see it in 5, 10 years maybe? Or do you even have a vision?
I have multiple ideas. One of them involves giving away the land to someone and going off into the forest, so I can
Wow.
really practice my non-attachment.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is what happens, you grow something with all your love and care, and suddenly you go from being a steward of the land to an owner of the land.
Mhm.
And then or anything, or a person, or an idea, or an object. And I feel like stewardship is how I want to approach all things in life. And so if you're a steward of something, you should be able to up and leave without worrying about the fruits of your actions. So that would be a noble thing to do.
Mhm.
Am I strong enough to do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's one idea.
That was it. If people want to do something like you do,
Yeah,
if they want to start like their own farm,
Sure.
like sustainable way,
sure.
what advice would you give them?
Become really good friends with yourself. If you can enjoy solitude, and if you can be at peace within yourself, then go for it.